EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals. We've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Off we go from Glendale. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's our first carry for their running back, and that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 11. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. On the ground, here's the rookie from Southern Cal. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
3rd and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinals.
Back to throw. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Miami.
Ready. 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go. 19, 18. Let's go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll go right and find his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They're going to run, and it's the man from OK State, Ollie Gordon. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Cover very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. He'll drop to throw. To the goal line and in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Dolphins. That his second TD catch of the season. Now, the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now, Murray on the bootleg. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
2nd down, Murray. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step 1. I promise you step 2 on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
On 3rd down, Murray again working deep downfield. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. On comes the punter now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
That is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Open receiver is Dotson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Josh Sweat, he gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. second down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Murray. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down. Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Arizona. And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 7-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Second down and 8. Over the middle and find his running back. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. It's going to be third. They need 1.
60 Bobcat. 60 Eagles.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught. Outside. It's complete. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Josh Sweat there on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Come on. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Let's go now. Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Let's go.
Up the middle they go. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Brings up second and 3 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go, set. Wrap roll 80.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Reload. Ready. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. Cougar 19. Switch. Ball back.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll work his way down to the 32-yard line. And that is enough for a 1st down.
So, Mike, it's actually funny to say, but these are actually the kind of offensive possessions that defenses want you to have, right? So the idea on defense is make them snap it again, make them go the long way. So at some point, when they continue to get fresh sets of downs, expect them to try to get a big play, try to generate a chunk, and try to move the ball down the field at a quicker pace.
1st and 10.
70 Lions.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
Now a give up the middle. And some good blocking. Springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal. This one is caught in the end zone for a touchdown for now. There's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Now it is 1st and goal.
Get up! 19-18! Let's go!
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's one of those things that rookie quarterbacks just really struggle with early on in the NFL. If you just stare down your primary read, you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble. So continue to work through your progressions, take what's there, find the open receiver, and with more reps, this is something that you have to imagine he's going to really improve at.
Second and goal.
Go! Bronco 80.
They'll look to throw again. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Montez Sweat in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
The ball comes out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. Now, after that near turnover, clock is stopped. We have an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. This one started left and is not coming back. It's no good. So a big mistake there. Roughing call on the field goal try. It gives them an automatic first down.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Miami. It's his 3rd touchdown of the year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. They go play action for Murray. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. 18 yards. A great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
19 tight, 19 tight, 19.
Hill looks to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Arizona will take its first timeout. Off to a stop as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down's looming.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Takes it back on the punt return. One play, 75 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. Extra point attempt still to come. Oh, he missed the extra point. It's no good, and they can't even this one up. They will remain down by 1. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw here to begin the drive. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. John Dotson was the intended receiver there. It's 2nd down.
Go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Get this into the hands of Devon Achane. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now a screen set up for Achane. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's fourth down. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Miami. Nearly a good one. And hit it for 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Looking from the shotgun, it's Murray. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down. The Cardinals line up for a punt, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
Okay, ready? Ready? 19, Tiger, 19.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Buffalo 18, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now they'll set up to throw. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Denzel Ward in there defensively to knock it away.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
70 Lions.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He connects downfield to Dawson. And he's going to have a 1st down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. The throw here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Dolphins.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure.
Let's go now. 19 Lions.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
On the RPM, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And this ball's going to go out of bounds, not the way you want to begin the second half. The football will be marked at the 40-yard line. On the ground to start the drive, it's A-Chain. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Half the 60s. Half the 60s.
He'll look to throw. Good throw, taken in. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
From the draw with A-Chain. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
He'll drop the throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
He's going to let this one go deep. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
2-2, hot!
From the shotgun, it's Murray. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. The Cardinals lining up for punt. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And are they going to mark this out of bounds? They are. It's out at the 1-yard line. What a kick. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And a good run there to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Hey, Larry!
Here's Murray. He pulls it in around the 5.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ready? Let go!
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Let's go! Rick,
Murray on 3rd down. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown. I don't mind the play call. There's something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
I'll give on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing new.
So this time they're trying to use the run game to attack the boundary side of the field, and the defense is really fast in their pursuit. Really nice effort there from the backside, and they're able to bring him down this time for a loss.
3rd and 11.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Turn up.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
This one, returnable. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Throwing now, Murray on 1st down. Moving to his right. Now he'll run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Murray. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practice, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
On 3rd down, Murray forced out wide. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can... these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, They're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
34-yard line.
Okay, great. Tag. Liking 18.
Drive will start on the ground. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And left side, it's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go. Head to straight. Cowboy 80.
He'll turn and hand this one off. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Set. Head to 60. Head to 60.
Back to throw. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. Let go.
They'll look to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone. And a touchback. Here's a toss, right side. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
At the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now Murray. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Murray. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On 1st and 10, Murray. Quickly to the outside and complete. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Throwing again is Murray. Back to the right side. Cut by McBride. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They'll look to set up the screen here. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
To throw again is Murray. Going up top. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Oh, no good. He missed it. That might be a big miss here in a one-score game in the fourth quarter. Now, after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Bootleg. He'll look to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll take this forward maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll set up to throw. That's That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They need one right now. Third and long. They'll throw out of the gun. Finding room at midfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a first down? They send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. This one is caught by Dotson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Here in the 4th quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the 4th quarter.
They send the tight end in motion. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third and 7. He'll drop to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can, and now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
Moving outside the pocket, just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Murray. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So complete pass.
Gator Kohu there defensively.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. Now a second down throw from Murray. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Now breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the time. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They come to the line needing 6 yards for a first down. Murray now. Remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a 4th down stop to all but end this game.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll drop to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. Card's going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. To throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
He hung that one too far out left and missed it. No good. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Now it's Murray. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Hey. 2-2. 2-2.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Quick throw here is complete. Was brought down and pass to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd
It's a
down.
gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 13 yards on the catch there. It's an Arizona 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Murray's going to throw again. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the 1st.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Hey, Ace.
Throwing again is Murray. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. And when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And for that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10.
2-2.
Out of the pistol, it's Murray. And he's going to be out of bounds. It stops the clock. They're continuing to get closer toward a potential game-winning field goal try.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Big play. 3rd and 2.
What? 2-2.
From the gun, it's Murray. This one caught before. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. So now, a big spot coming here. This to win the game. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one, he's got to have. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that very likely will be a game winner. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. Here's first down. Here we go. One final play. Open receiver is Dotson. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. The comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So it's a win for the Cardinals. This one went all the way down to the wire. The late field goal, with zeros on the clock, seals the deal. They come from behind. It may feel like they stole this one. They get the victory on the game's final play. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win here in the desert for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.